Hey there, welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to, I channeled Horus. He is the son of Isis and he has messages for us. And so we're going to dive right in and get to that. I'm actually going to go through the Keeper of the Light Oracle deck by Kyle Gray to kind of introduce you to Horus in case you are unaware who he is. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and where is your placement? Everybody has all the signs of the zodiac in their chart. And so when I started channeling this series of videos, I was told that it is for everyone. So where does Aquarius show up in your chart? So for me personally, Aquarius shows up in my second house of self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. For you, it may show up in your 8th house of transformation, or your 1st house, or it could be, your 9th house. So where in your chart does it show up? And so that is where the messages are for. I'm going to read to you my encounter with him because that is the best way I could present the message. And then he gave me some cards to pull cards for you. So we're going to just get to it because it's kind of exciting. Oh, please hit the thumbs up. It helps the small baby channel to grow. So, thank you for reminding me. I always forget to ask. All right. So, Horus is the Egyptian godhead and son of the goddess Isis. He is known for his foresight, psychic awareness, and ability to travel between the worlds. He can help us to move into the cosmos with our mind, meditation, and prayers. And I want you to take a look at him. He's got this eagle head. And prayers so that we can harness the natural magic that surrounds us. He is known for ritual magic in the past, and he can help create pockets of energy in the world where we can access light, wisdom, and insight. If you are seeing the symbol of an eye appearing around you, you know that Horus is asking you to become aware of how you are influencing the energy around you and how it is in turn influencing you. You are connected to the universe and have the ability to manifest miraculous experiences. Your thoughts, your words, your actions are like magnets, drawing the energy that creates and cultivates your world. You have a stellar gateway chakra above your head, a vortex of energy that is influenced by your own energy. You can place ideas into this vortex to create what you are seeking. And so I really encourage you to take some time over the next few days and visualize that little vortex. It's about 18 inches above your crown, and visualize whatever it is that you want to manifest, what you want to bring in. It's a really great thing to do with the new moon. And imagine it being written on a piece of paper and dropping it into the vortex and watching it spin out into the universe and draw in and attract this for you. So pretty exciting stuff. The universe also offers you guidance, abundant support, and healing based on your capacity to connect to it and to accept it. You have a real opportunity to further that connection now by sending prayers and intentions out into the cosmos. So this is some pretty exciting stuff. Horus has a lot of magic and power. He is mentored by his mother Isis, and so it was really, anyway, let's get into it. So here's how this went down. So this was channeled on May 18th of 2021. My mentor Isis meets me at the gateway to my garden. Isis is personally mentoring me on some stuff. She greets me with a warm smile. And she said to tell you that she is willing to mentor anyone who asks. So it doesn't make me super special that she mentors me. She is open and available to mentoring with all who ask. There is an excited air about her. Come, meet my son, she says, as she leads me into the fountain where I sit in meditation. I like the sound of the water and the cool spray on the back of my neck. Around the corner strides a tall, statuesque being. The body of a fit man, but the head of a bird. It is a bird of prey, I can tell by his sharp, piercing eyes and strong beak. Isis chats with him a moment or two. I stand still as they approach. My son Horus, this is... And then she introduces me in a name I don't recognize. Ah, he says, you don't remember. In your many incarnations on this planet that have created an amnesia around you, you don't remember the name of your origin. You came here many incarnations ago to aid this planet. Your past lifetimes of wisdom and knowledge that are now bubbling to the surface because the time is approaching when you shall step into your power and use your lifetimes of wisdom to do the work you came here to do. May I? He asks. As he approaches me with an outstretched hand, nodding, I allow, and then he places his thumb on my third eye and his fingertips lay across my head. And I see the vast cosmos as though looking through a great window. I then see the world I originated from. I am asked at this time to invite you to take a moment to use your third eye and travel to the world of your origin. What do you see? How do you feel? He then says, know the truth of who you are. You are stardust and light, divine love, and you are both creator and creation. Feel the essence of who you are. Every cell of your body is a cosmos creating, ever expanding the vastness of the universe within you. You are that magnificent. Remember who you are. Remember the truth of who you are. As his hand drops away, I am back in the garden, and he looks deeply into my eyes as if searching for something. Finally, he asks, when was the last time you felt fully alive and overflowing with joy? This question makes me uncomfortable. He smiles. You need to change that. You are both created and creator, and you were created in joy to create more joy. He turns to leave, and then he says, we will speak again, but in the meantime, create joy. He then disappears around the corner. That was pretty straightforward. So then I asked for cards to pull for you to help you on this part of the journey. So creator and created to create joy. So let's just get into the cards and see what they have to say. Sorry about that. Makes me seasick when it does that. This is a common message that has been coming through for, I would say since last July, that the world needs to focus on creating more joy. Well, this is interesting. Okay. There is a loneliness. There is this sense of isolation, and I think 2020 has brought this on for a lot of us, where we've had time to go inside and to be introspective about where do we come from and what is our true home. And for the Aquarians, you're more in touch with the cosmos, and so wherever that falls in your chart is an area that becomes more in touch with the cosmos also. And so there is this need to connect to what is truly at what means home to you. You have the wolf baying at the moon, and it says isolation, loneliness, reconnection, and home. So there is this search to find the joy and the to create this sense of home and the happiness inside of us, to bring in the joy. It is number 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. It's a very spiritual number. It says, isolation resonates to that of unification with mental powers and emotional insights of the soul. This sacred ray prompts us to awaken hidden memories that spark a matrix of inner soul and universal brotherhood. This supportive ray helps bridge a telepathic reunion to the soul's true home. encouraging a sense of communion with fellowship and love for all of your creation. Okay, remember, remember we were invited. We were invited to use your third eye to travel to the world of your origin. What do you see? How do you feel? That is what your soul is longing to reconnect with. That world. I really encourage you to try to do some channeled writing on that too. I don't want to share with you what I saw because I don't want to influence what you see at all. So, but it was magical and it was wonderful, and I do encourage you to take that journey. So, there is a familiar connection that wants to come into your life, a connection where you may feel deja vu. If you're feeling a sense of loneliness or have been desiring a reconnection with your tribe or soul star family, this is a good time to make intentions to reach out and to connect. The truth is, you are never alone. All you need to do is to ask to contact home. All you need to do is ask. Ask for mentorship where you want it. Ask to see the home of your origin. Ask to connect with your soul family, your tribe. So sometimes our soul family comes to teach us lessons, and sometimes they come in for support. And so I would encourage you, if you are feeling lonely and lost, to not just ask to connect with your soul family, but to specifically request that you connect with the soul family that makes you feel loved and uplifted and helps you to reconnect with your true essence. All you need to do is ask to contact home, and your soul star family will show up with open arms. Time to stop hiding and get involved in community. The companion crystal for this is the snowflake obsidian and mukate. And the essence for this is vanilla, which makes sense. Vanilla always brings home that sense of being at home. If you in real estate, they will use vanilla scented candles or apple pie because it has that vanilla scent that makes you feel at home when you walk in. All right, so I will put those two parts into the description box below so that you can use those crystals if you want. I don't have those. And I don't know how common they are or anything about them. All right. You have the aquamarine star and the diamond star. And so I would also suggest that those are crystals that could connect you to clear quartz, really clear quartz crystal. I actually have this beautiful piece of clear quartz ice crystal. This is Isis. It's got the pyramid at the top. There's a little rainbow inside. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but I use this sometimes for meditation. It's got these beautiful striations through there, though. It's got the layering that makes it the Isis crystal. So that feels pretty significant. So we have here the Minope, the Diamond Star, Destiny. I have someone at the door. Hold on. Okay, did you miss me? All right, so we have Minope. It's Merope. I'm sorry, Merope. It is one of the Palladian stars. I'm going to actually read a little bit about her so that you know who she is. Merope is the faintest star of the Palladians star cluster. She is white and violet in color, but often not visible to the naked eye. Her name means face turned, referring to the myth surrounding her disappearing from the night sky. This is the crown chakra, and the crystal is the diamond. Merope is deeply connected to her sea goddess mother, Pelone, and all of the sacred waters. The ocean, the rivers, the lakes, and her sacred shrines often were water temples. In many of her myths, Merope was devoted mother to many children, both of her own and adopted. She was a wise queen from the proud lineage of the revered sovereigns and was dedicated to spiritual teachings and rituals. Merope was the only sister to marry immortal King Sisyphus. Sisyphus. There you go. Known for his many crimes against the gods, it is said that she was so ashamed of her husband's crimes that she hid her face, causing the seventh star of the Pleiades to fade gradually from sight. However, other ancient historical texts describe Merope and her mortal husband as a power couple that shared a vision of utopic society. Together they were striving and succeeding in building a thriving kingdom. So while I was reading that, I was told the universe continues to expand, and it's not that she's fading from sight, it's that as she moves further away, it becomes more dim because she is the furthest one out. Merope's divine attributes exemplify the priestess, the medicine woman, the shaman. Her galactic gateway is the crown chakra that expands claircognizance, clear psychic knowing, connection to higher streams of universal knowledge. In her priestess aspects, Merope is committed to spiritual service, healing, and teaching. She is a voice and a leader of unity, transformation, and balance in the world. She is a devoted practitioner of the spiritual enlightenment and growth as a highly intuitive coach that inspires others by example. She is a woman that holds sacred space for the divine, ritual, and soulful practice for collective evolution. As a teacher of love, Merope personifies wisdom and harmonic consciousness. I would also say she embodies the Aquarian energies. That whole thing just sounded like Aquarius all over the place. So wherever Aquarius falls in your chart, it is a place for you to see how can you expand yourself into the community and make a difference through your intuition and psychic guidance. So the Diamond Star. I am focused on service and follow my higher purpose. The Diamond Star sustains commitment, devotion, love, and abundance. As a neutral amplifier of energy, the diamond is a precious stone that enhances purity, clarity, and commitment. It provides a clear link between the crown chakra and the divine, thus heightened claircognizance, clear psychic knowing. The Diamond Star cleanses the aura of anything that conceals a person's inner light, allowing their soul to shine out into the world. Merope supports you to unveil your soul's aspirations and magnify your spiritual awareness. So wherever in your chart you have Aquarius, wherever in your chart you have Uranus or Saturn, those houses are also being mentioned here. They are co-rulers of Aquarius, and so right now, Saturn's getting ready to turn retrograde very shortly. I want to say like on the 29th. Only that might be Mercury, so it might be the 26th. I lose track. But within a few days. And so it'll be time to review some things that since Saturn moved into Aquarius at the winter solstice, so stuff that has occurred over the past 5 months, it's an opportunity to delve in, to look, to see where are the lessons, where can you expand, where can you create more joy in your life from the lessons that you've learned, and how can you expand that and share that out into the universe. All right, and then we have Taygeta, Taygeta, the aquamarine star. It says expression. I express my intuition with confidence, self-confidence, and love. So not being afraid to speak up, not being afraid to say what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you want to share out into the world. Number 29, that's 11. That is a spiritual number. So you have a 7 and an 11, very, very highly spiritual numbers. And this one is 41, which is 5. That's change. All right, so expression. Oh, and who is she? She is a binary star, one of the brightest in the Pleiades constellation. She is known as the mistress of the animals because of her strong affiliation with wilderness and wild animals, is the throat chakra and the aquamarine. I'm smiling because my daughter is an Aquarian, and when she was a small child, when we do prayers at night, this is so cute. She wanted to God bless all of the animals, all of the rainforest. I mean, I don't know where it came from. Well, I do, but it wasn't something that I was teaching her. So her connection was strong. A double star of the Pleiades cluster, some say, is also the twin sister of Artemis, Greek goddess of the hunt, protectress of the wild animals, and powerful magic weaver. These like-minded twins are happiest when running wild and free in the forest, defending sacred sisterhood, children, and animals. According to legend, Zeus is said to have pursued Tegeta relentlessly despite her repeated rejection, and for her protection, Artemis hid her from Zeus by turning her into a doe with golden horns. Zeus, however, was not deterred and eventually found her. After making love, Tegeta conceived and gave birth to Lacedaemon, Lacedaemon, the mythical founder and king of Sparta. Through her son, she also became known as the Queen of Sparta. However, she always felt more at home in the wilderness than on the throne. Mount Taygetos in Laconia was her sacred shrine. The storyteller is the keeper of all knowledge. This is the archetype. Wisdom and truth. As the storyteller, the natural narrator of life, instigating personal growth and spiritual evolution through the sharing of intention and stories. She helps you to seek the wisdom of your own stories to move forward fearlessly and not get stuck in the repetitive story. And the stories that you tell yourself become your reality. So with with Jupiter moving into Pisces out of Aquarius for just a few months, there's an opportunity to release and let go of those old stories. We've got the North Node in Gemini, which says create new stories. And so part of this creating of joy, they're telling me right now, is about creating the new stories of joy and happiness in your life and releasing and allowing the healing to go of the old stories that weigh you down, that make you feel less than joy-filled. And they keep using joy-filled instead of joyful. I keep hearing that from them a lot. So filling yourself up with joy, with the positive stories that you look for. So looking for the bright moments, looking for the things to be feel the gratitude for. They're like, now is the time to become your own divine storyteller. What is the story that you want to tell about yourself, about your life, and about how you live your life? Wow, they're bringing it today. Holy cow. Okay, so there is freedom in the mindful pursuit of spiritual awareness and deep surrender. She is linked to the throat chakra to assist intuitive expression and truth. So speak your truth, but write your own story. Write your new story. In the old days, they're showing me a bard. So in the old days, a bard was like oftentimes he would sing. It was a minstrel, and he would travel from town to town. And this is how the stories were shared. You know, the mythologies and stuff. They would go from town to town, and people would gather around, and they'd sing and they'd tell stories, and some of it was in song, and some of it was in poetry or whatever. So these were the stories, and they were repeated. And of course, as you know, as stories are repeated, they get lost in translation, and new stories are written. And so you are being asked to lose in translation the parts that are unhappy, that make you uncomfortable, and write and sing your new song, your new poetry, and share out to the world your new story. And this is not lying. I heard it was creative editing. Okay, so this is about letting go of what hurts you, focusing on what is beautiful and your true essence, and sharing that and letting that be the story that you tell. And the more that you repeat stories of sadness and hurt and harm, the more they stay alive. So let them die. Let them break down and become the fertilizer for the seeds that you're planting of the new stories, of the new lines, of the lineage of the tree that you're growing. Wow, this is beautiful stuff. Aquamarine did I read this already? I don't even know. The serene energy of aquamarine makes the ultimate crystal companion of peace and well-being. Well, when combined with the throat chakra, the crystal promotes verbal self-expression, enhances spiritual communication, and clears communication blocks. The aquamarine star inspires you to express your intuitive insights and compassion and confidence. Tegeta encourages you to share your helpful wisdom and with conviction and poise. Fear often prevents fluid expression and the transparency. Focus on service and love, not fear, when you speak your innate truth, and others will listen. I don't see it here. I do have a piece of aquamarine, but I don't see it. Oh, here it is. It's hiding under the hawk feather. So, oh, it is a beautiful color. There we go. So you may want to pick up a little piece of that and put it in your pillow. Hold it while you meditate, while you concoct the new stories. And then Horus wanted me to bring out the affirmators because he said there's not enough laughter. So these are kind of funny little storytellers. Oh, they are storytellers. Interesting. So tell yourself a story that brings you joy. These are truths brought to us in a loving and funny way is what he's telling me. So you guys actually get 3. Take the ones that resonate for you. All right, so gratitude. I'm not surprised to see gratitude show up. I wish you could see the picture. I will just tell you. It is the picture of a radio cleaning itself. Today I am grateful for all the little things, even when the big things suck. There are always plenty of little things that I can at least be a little grateful for, like hot showers and music and the fact that humans invented an internet and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want. Using fingers and thumbs that do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. So counting your blessings, counting the blessings, looking for what is the thing that brings you the joy and the happiness, as opposed to what is it that, instead of focusing on the negative, focusing on the positive. Again, focusing on the positive. And then we have get centered. When it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and return to my center. In my center, I have wisdom and the tranquility of, and you're supposed to write your favorite animal. So, when I am centered, I have wisdom and the tranquility of my friend Mia. She's a cat. And holding a magical item, a magic wand, floating through space on a piece of furniture. I just see a big pillow. It's a big fluffy pillow. So finding the way to be centered, whatever that means to you. And then we have ideal partnership, and that could be business, that could be personal. This could be you calling in your soul tribe. Remember, we're looking for people who uplift us, who bring us the joy, who bring us the happiness, who remind us that we are loved, we are loving, and we are lovable, right? So the ideal partnership. I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. That's a great mantra. I'll put that in the description box too. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I am looking for is looking for me. In fact, he or she may be paraphrasing Rumi right now too. And so here we have wine and cheese hanging out together. Wine and cheese. So those are the messages from Horus. Those are for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and where you find Aquarius in your chart, also where you find Uranus and Saturn. So those houses could also be affected. So take a look and see, how does this resonate with you? I'd love your comments to let me know. I know that this channel has been shifting and changing. It has a lot to do with the healing journey I went on last year. So thank you for coming along with me. I'm super excited to have you along. I don't know how long we're going to be channeling like this, but I'm enjoying it. And so as long as they keep showing up, I'm going to keep showing up. So let me know what you think. You guys take good care. And next up is Pisces. And Pisces, we had Commander Ashtar come through with Cyrnos, and it's Kyrnos. And I have to tell you, I thought that was an odd combination until the conversation. And then I was like, oh, I get it. So I'll be recording that one tomorrow. All right, you guys take good care.
and we'll talk soon.